car, it takes my breath away. And I think Dan and Bruce and Eddie and everybody that worked on that car, and your folks coming in as much as they had, knew how important it was to me for it to be right. And I mean, I can be a little bit of a pain when it comes to making stuff right. And I was just amazed with the way that they did it, because you got to remember, the paint, we had to find paint that really was representative of what it was in 1973, because the car wasn't taken very good care of. And they again, matching the colors and the fact that they were able to duplicate the look with that car with the products that you said, it was really amazing. There was, again, concern over the stripes, but it performed flawlessly. And we got pictures standing back of the whole car before we took it apart, and then we put it together. And other than it being shiny and new again, it looks exactly like the same car, which is what we wanted it to be.
Well, you mentioned the feeling you get when you look at it, right? There's definitely got to be a lot of nostalgia there for you. So with that in mind, I thought on such a great event, why not make it really something super special and bring in somebody that was in the movie, the leading role, actress, Candy Clark. Please, welcome to the stage.
Great to be here. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it.
So you guys don't know this, but we were up top and they were running lines from the movie earlier, so that might break something, that might go down a different path. But Candy, you spent a ton of time in this car, probably more than anybody in the movie, along with Toad.
Front seat and back seat.
Whoa. Where did that come from? But what was that like?
It's the truth.
What was that like to cruise around in this car? What was it like being in that movie?
Well, you seem to forget that it was a very low budget film. And so all these cars were basically very used cars, and a lot of them didn't work right, and they had to be towed. Towed. I really love the feel of tuck and roll upholstery.
Well, why don't you get in and I'll let you can feel it, touch it, but you can, the upholstery.
This isn't real.
Did I ever tell you look like Connie Stevens?
Really? I thought I looked like Sandra Dee.
Well, yeah, her too. I saw her at a Dick Clark Roadshow once.
So can it burn rubber?
You can peel out. I got a 327 with 6 Strombergs.
Oh, I just love the feel of tuck and roll upholstery.
Hey.
Anyway, we're back at ground zero. But anyway, it was a low budget film. The total cost, including the music, was $850,000. That's what I always heard. I've seen different figures, but $40,000 of that went for music alone. You got 41 songs for $40,000. Anyway, all of these cars were really off the pan. Used cars. Hey, pipe down. Hey.
You said you like guys that can peel out. We have that for you.
Hey, Toad. Anyway, so it was a low-budget film. It was a kind of a hardship film. We had no chairs, so in between takes we had to sit in the car. So the car was in bad shape then, and then the previous owner, I don't think he ever waxed it once. I don't think he did a thing to it except drove it. And when I saw it last at Profiles in History, the color was no longer white, it was gray. It was dull and dingy, and I kind of wanted to get some Armor All after it. Some simple green or something just to wash it up. But I'm so glad. I'm very excited to see it again. And maybe we can go out to the levee later.
Could anybody buy us some booze? A little Harvest? Is there anybody here?
I bet you're smart enough to get us some brew. Yeah.
Well, you know what, Candy? You want to see the car?
Yes, I want to see the car.
Yeah, could I ask the 4 of you to come over and let's everybody take a look at this car?
Oh! Are we going to need to talk about
Nope.
Okay.
So you guys
I'm got a real sharp eye, so I think this is going to look better than when it came off the assembly line back in 1957, probably, because it's
Yeah. Well, you 4 can do it.
And where do you want me to?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1958 Chevy Impala from American Graffiti.
Oh! Wow!
How about that? Reporting live, Daniel, Weekend Drive TV in the house.
Wow!
You get it here first.
Holy cow! Wow! It's fantastic. Oh, it's just as smooth as it can be. No orange peel. This has been way sanded.
Well, as you can see, we did an awful lot of work to the car.
It smells brand new.
It is. Go ahead and sit in there, Candy. Feel that tuck and roll. But one of the key things, we could have taken chrome and bought new chrome. Instead, every piece of chrome on this car was removed, straightened, and replaced. As you can see, the grille was blacked out just like it was in the movie. The license plates in the movie were cardboard plates put on over top of the real California black plate. That's exactly what we've done here. And the machine that made the original plates for the movie is the same machine that printed those plates. And we've got to thank our friend Jeff Hamrick for handling that for us, one of our graffiti experts. And even though the hood and things don't line up, that's exactly the way the car was. Again, if you watch the movie. Now, both headlights in the car do work because we had to drive it last night. There was one out in the movie if you watch. And I'm going to lift up the hood, and as you can see, there it is. 1962 327 with 6 Strombergs. Going down the side of the car, again, the stripes are not exactly matched side to side. They're not concentric, but that was what we had to do because that's the way they were in the movie. Moving to the inside, this is all the original interior that's been repaired, re-dyed, and put back in the car. The original steering wheel from the movie. Now the dice are not the original ones, but everybody talks about fuzzy dice. Well, if you look really closely in the movie, they weren't fuzzy. They were hand crocheted. So we actually had a lady in California. We took digital photograph sizes. She hand crocheted those dice with a little black felt stick-ons. Again, everything was sized in the movie. The glass in the car is original except for the driver's side glass. And the reason that was broken, there's no door handles on the car. They just shaved them off, but they forgot, look, there's no way to get in. It doesn't have anything hidden underneath of it, so you've got the only way you can get in is reach inside. Guess what? Ron Howard locked the keys in the car or shut the door, couldn't open. They broke this window. So the window on the driver's side is not original. Now the rear tires and wheels are the same tires and wheels that were in the movie. The front tires and wheels are different, but the rear tires, again, are the same. Do you want me to open that for you again? You guys, and we also, Candy sat in the back with Harrison Ford and Richard Dreyfuss, and they drank beer in this car, I heard. We didn't find any beer cans under the seat. We did. It wasn't true? Okay. Okay. I know. We saw it in the movie. And we found a dead mouse in the trunk. Yeah, was that he in the movie?
It's probably Mike Fremlet's mouse.
Again, polish all the glass with compound, polish it out. Inside the trunk, the car was red originally. It had a piece of the floor was rotted out, but we actually put a new piece of floor on the front and a little bit in the trunk. Coming around the back, there's a dent in the car right here, where in the movie Toad backs into a guy at a traffic light. We left that dent in the car. Underneath the car, on the sides, there's holes cut in the chassis where the camera platform was mounted. Those are still there. A tow hook up under the cross member for some of the towing behind the camera car. And some of these holes were just knocked in with a chisel, and they ran some of the camera cables and whatnot through it. We left all those things there as well. Most of the taillights are original from the movie. They're 1959 Cadillac taillights. There was one knocked out, again, when Toad backed into that fella in the movie. But at least 4 out of the 6 lights are original from the movie. And as you can see, we worked really diligently to put everything back just like it was. So the fact that when we saw a shot of the inside, but we realized we had the wrong shifter ball on it and had to go and find a black shifter ball, because when you guys were trying to steal it back, we used all those shots and we realized, wait a minute, the car had a black shifter ball, not a white shifter ball. So again, if you look at it, does it look good to you?
I think it's better than it was when it came off the assembly line, really. It's like, it never looked this good, ever, but it's magnificent, it really is. You've done a beautiful job. You know, everyone did a great job. I wish Charlie was here to see this.
Well, I can tell you that, you know, this car was beautiful in the movie, and you're beautiful, still beautiful. Well, believe it or not, you know that there was not a lot of real carpet in it, and you guys actually threw a white blanket on the floor when you were doing that shot, but we wanted to put the red carpet. I took some creative liberty because as a 15-year-old kid, I felt like it had red carpet. Jim?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Baker, Ray Everham, what a great job on this car, wasn't it? Hey, could I ask Mike, Ray, Dan, and Candy, could we get some shots of you? John's going to do some shots, and then I'd like to, when we do that, maybe everybody come back up, because I would like to open up for a few questions from the group. So if we could take a couple of minutes, get some shots, and then we'll make our way back up on stage.
Right here.
Yes, we should put it.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir.
Probably have you on this side.
Yeah.
On this side, they're going to take some shots.
Yeah, there was.
They're going to take some pictures of you four.
Which way was it? Go ahead.